like your basic rights are being taken away in the halls of Lincoln? Dress code is a highly controversial topic, especially with the warm weather season coming up.
People, girls specifically, are being punished for expressing themselves through their clothing choices and simply being comfortable. I believe that students' First Amendment rights are being violated through unfair enforced dress codes in school.
The first problem with an enforced dress code in schools is that it directly takes away students' First Amendment, freedom of expression.
Many dress codes penalize gender nonconforming students. For example, a 14-year-old boy in Florida was suspended in 2013 for wearing makeup to school. He was yanked out of class and publicly humiliated in front of his peers.
In addition to this case, in 2012 an Alabama teen wore a tuxedo for her graduation photo, but since it was in violation of the dress code for girls, her photo was not included in the yearbook.
This is directly oppressing kids' rights to freedom of expression. Students should be able to wear what reflects their personality and who they are, regardless of their gender, sexuality, etc.
By not being allowed to wear something because of your gender is not the message we should be sending to students. High school is a time of change, and teenagers need to feel safe and comfortable in their environment.
In 2014, a student religious rights case was brought to the court due to yet another student dress code violation issue. This teen went to school with dreadlocks and was told by the administration that he needed to cut his hair.
When he returned to school the next week with his dreadlocks still intact, the school faculty sent him home. After the teen's mother spoke with the school board requested he at least pin up his hair. The teen remained defiant and later was suspended due to his dreadlocks.
Even the parents are getting involved. Students aren't alone when it comes to enforcing their basic rights. Parents are arguing on behalf of their children, stating that the dress codes are in violation of students' rights.
The dress codes take away from kids' self-choice, expression, and comfortability in a public environment. The second problem with dress codes is that it makes students feel uncomfortable, and the actual dress codes are more focused on what girls are wearing rather than boys.
There is a myth that dress codes take the pressure off of girls to dress sexually for others. As a girl, I can comfortably speak for myself and others when I say that women do not dress for others, we dress for ourselves. The myth that dress codes take pressure off of girls to dress sexually is both untrue and offensive. This theory gives people the idea that girls dress for others, which leads to the idea that sexualization of the girl is her fault.
When a girl is forced to change due to her appearance, it not only diminishes her self-confidence, but it also sends the unfair message that she has to change for someone else, because someone decided that a girl's body is distracting.
In this chart, we can clearly see that girls get more dress code violations than boys.
It becomes easy to see that females are targeted more than males when it comes to dress codes. This is very unfair because why should one group of people have a more restricted dress policy than another?
Lastly, many people argue that people who are not accepting the dress code are distracting from the learning environment. However, when a student is uncomfortable in what they are wearing, isn't that disrupting to the student's learning environment? Also, rather than teaching teenagers that their bodies are distracting, we should be teaching them to accept everybody.
The answer given to the question, who gets to decide whether something I wear is disruptive, said that a school cannot depend on using that reason in court because unless there's an actual distraction, it is opinion based on what is distracting. This girl was forced to wear a large men's t-shirt for the rest of the school day because her shorts didn't go down past her fingertips. In the article, her mother stated the question, there's talk about clothes interfering with establishing and maintaining a learning environment, prompting the question of whose learning environment is being prioritized and at whose expense.
I like this a lot because it makes her point very clear. While you're claiming to protect one's education, you are sacrificing another. This is unfair to students and just adds to the reasons why dress codes should be changed.
I believe that a change in dress code would lead to a happier and more relaxed workplace in schools.
The pressure of high school is already so great that putting more pressure on students by making them worried about getting in trouble for what they wear to school or having to feel like they can't wear something they want to wear is just absurd.
Making sure that everyone has equal opportunities to education is extremely important, and dress codes affect that. All genders should feel 100% safe and comfortable in their schools so that they can successfully learn.
Next time you get asked to change because you're violating school dress code, Ask yourself, is this fair? Consider our points within school and make a change.
But not to your wardrobe.